I'm Louis Eaton, a retired dentist. I've been here in Howell since 1953. And I practiced until 1963. What brought me here was that I came out of the Navy as a dentist and looking for a place to practice, and I learned that an outstanding dentist in Howell had just suddenly passed away, and so the timing was right. I could come right to Howell, and I bought a place on the corner of Barnard and Grand River, had my office in there for a few years before I moved to another office. So when I came to Howell, there were only about 6 dentists in the whole county, and now there are well over 100 if you look in the phone book. And it corresponds to the growth of Livingston County in the 50s, 60s, 70s. So it turned out very well for me. I kind of stepped in, took over a very fine practice, and just continued on for the 30 years.
Whose practice did you purchase?
Dr. Law had the practice. I didn't actually purchase his. He had suddenly died right in the office. And I had learned that he had done that, and I thought this is an opportunity to look, and I found what I wanted. So it's all worked out very well. I came at a time when some very fine improvements had become involved with dentistry, in particular the high-speed drill was just starting then. And then I also at that time, I was still mixing up the silver filling materials, but that's taken over by machine too, so that didn't have to do that anymore.
What are the other advances you've seen in dentistry?
Oh, well, there's been some marvelous improvements. In particular, the materials that are used in impression taking and in the materials used to composite filling materials, and in particular now the implants have just starting when I quit, really, and it's been a big help to dentistry. And the equipment continues to improve, radiology equipment, and so it's been an onward progress to be better service.
You brought your family with you,
yes.
Or did you raise your family here?
Well, we raised the first 6 or 8 years in the house that I had the office in, and then we moved to another spot in Howell and raised them, continued to raise them there, and then I moved out into the country.
Are there any things that are no longer here that you really miss?
No, I think that we're still leading a life that we enjoy, that same pace, and it's been very good decision that I made to come here. Mr. Page had gotten all the new grade schools underway, and so my children had to go to school in various places, the empty buildings and so forth, to cover that period of time of construction. So that was kind of an uphill for a while. But I've been very satisfied with the education system here, and I have no complaints at all.
Were there any other standout people, community people, that you developed personal relationships with that you thought highly of in the community?
Well, one is going to be coming in later that you're going to interview is Bill Schofield. He was very instrumental, for example, in getting the Little League Baseball program started and the construction of the field. That field came when McPherson building had been taken down, and we actually physically moved the sod from that place over to the infield of the ball field.
Are you talking about Bennett or are you talking about Page?
Talking about Bennett. the Little League baseball field. So that was quite a project, and Bill was very involved with that. We have had, I think, fine leadership in the government of Howell. And your interview with Maurice Coles brought that out. He must have mentioned about being in the council for a number of years.
Mm-hmm.
People like that were fortunately able to help out in development of Howell. I was on the library board early when they did the first alterations, but then when they came and have developed into a beautiful facility, it's outstanding. No, I'm just glad to have come to Howell and enjoyed it every year, and hopefully a few more.